I'm Hugh Stone with a look at today's Country Music Spotlight on the Faces Radio Network.
Tammy Wynette, the voice of every woman's heart. Born Virginia Wynette Pugh on May 5, 1942 in tiny Tremont, Mississippi, Tammy Wynette's life was never easy. Her father died when she was just 9 months old, and her mother left to work in a factory, leaving little Virginia to be raised by her grandparents in a farmhouse with no running water. She grew up picking cotton, dreaming of something bigger, and finding comfort in music that told stories of heartbreak and hope. Before Nashville ever knew her name, Tammy worked as a beautician, and she raised 3 daughters on her own. She was cutting hair by day and cutting demos by night, chasing the dream one phone call and one prayer at a time. When she finally packed her belongings and moved to Music City in 1966, she brought with her little more than a suitcase and a stubborn belief that she could make it. That belief paid off. Producer Billy Sherrill heard something raw and real in her voice, a mix of strength and vulnerability that could stop you in your tracks. Together, they recorded Apartment Number 9, and just like that, the world started paying attention. But it was her 1968 anthem, Stand By Your Man, that made her a household name. And at the same time, it sparked a national debate. To some, it was traditional, to others, controversial. Yet through it all, Tammy stood firm in what the song truly meant: forgiveness, loyalty, and love through the storm. Her stormy but legendary marriage to George Jones created some of the most iconic duets in country music history. Together, they gave us Golden Ring and We're Gonna Hold On, songs that captured both the pain and the poetry of love. But those songs weren't just performances, they were reflections of two souls trying to find peace in the middle of the storm. Even when their marriage ended, their musical bond never truly broke. They kept returning to the studio and to each other's harmonies, as if those notes were the one place they could always meet without the fight. Tammy's influence went far beyond the stage. She became a symbol of resilience for women all over the globe, a woman who faced heartbreak, illness, and public scrutiny, yet still stood tall under the spotlight. With her trademark hair, long gowns, and that trembling, honest voice, she was pure strength wrapped in vulnerability. Through more than 50 years of music, she charted 20 #1 hits, sold millions of records, and helped shape what country music would sound like for generations of female artists. Her songs spoke to women who had loved too hard, worked too much, or dreamed too long, but kept going anyway. In 1998, Tammy Wynette took her final bow. The same year, she was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. It felt like fate itself had written her last encore, honoring the woman who gave country music its heart and gave her fans permission to feel deeply, live boldly, and never apologize for either. Tammy Wynette, the voice of every woman's heart.
And that's a look at our Country Music Spotlight for today. Listen, if you like modern country music, well, you need to check out our station Country Jams. If you like modern country music with a little bit of classic country music mixed in with a lot of coastal flair, then you're going to want to check out me, Hugh Stone, on Hugh Stone's Coast to Coast Country. Either way, both stations can be found as part of our Faces Radio Network, and you can find it all at faces.com. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you here next time for the Country Music Spotlight. I'm Hugh Stone for the Faces Radio Network.